Mel, thanks very much for coming.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Yes, good to see you.
Yeah.
As I say, thanks for coming. I wanted to ask you a few questions from your perspective as a Labour councillor for Canterbury City Council.
Yeah.
We did the banner drop a couple of weeks ago, and we put out a Facebook post to suggest that people write to the council about this and about other developments that are coming up, like the Nations development and the Mountfield Park.
Yeah.
And also worried about the Winchie water meadows and the car park
ride,
park and ride there. Have you received any emails from anyone about those projects?
Yeah, I've received a few emails on that. Yeah, I did get one also just prior to the full council AGM that was on, well, not the AGM, just the full council that was on Thursday last week. So a few asking to sort of bring up the issue of how well the council are committing to the climate emergency and that.
Yes.
But unfortunately we weren't able to bring that up in the meeting. I don't know if you saw it on YouTube.
No.
But yeah, it was quite a lot of councillors were wanting to speak, but we were not allowed to.
Oh, right.
So.
That doesn't sound very positive.
I mean, partly because it was a civic ceremony and it wasn't the time and place, but when you vote your agreement for the minutes, you should be able to speak then if you've got a question about the minutes, but we weren't allowed to do that either.
So how do you...
It's a bit of a shambles.
Yeah.
Well,
how do you personally feel about the way the council's handled the declared climate emergency?
Well, I felt that it shouldn't have been such a difficult thing to... I mean, I was only just got voted in there, but at that point, but I felt like they should have just done it without all this, everyone having to do protests, you know?
Right.
So why did it have... I don't see how they just didn't go, oh yes, we better do that, like quite a few other councils were doing.
Right.
You know,
and do you think since
you had to get to the point where you had 100 people in the chamber doing a silent protest?
Right.
They had to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it was great that all the XR people did that, and you know, not everyone was in XR either for that event, were they? But you know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But finally they did it, but I'm not sure how well they're doing at the moment.
Right, that was my
yeah,
question.
it's the next question.
Since they declared it, there was some news recently about electric vans, electric vans, which is positive, but it seems like a small start compared to the statement and what was said a year ago.
Exactly, it is a very small start. I mean, maybe we just need to, maybe there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. I mean, I know, as we all know, Nicholas Thurston's now the climate officer, and you know, I know that he's doing a lot of work. So maybe it's all just getting all the preparations ready for the rollout, you know. But yeah, I think there could be a lot more going on, definitely. Obvious signs, you know. There could be lots of things that we could all be doing very quickly. So, like I did was help with the protest, well, with the cut the fug action a couple of weeks ago. I mean, that really gets my goat, because it's like that's one really easy, simple thing that everyone can do today. Just turn their engine off at the crossings or level crossings or traffic lights or whatever. And you know, they could be making more effort to make.
Yeah, that should be.
Get everyone to do it, you know, rather than these tiny little signs that no one sees. But on the whole, most people do. But it's just getting that extra thing, and then everybody kind of starts having that modal shift that we're all talking about. And once they've done it, they go, oh, what can I do next? You know.
There's a survey up on the City Council website for ideas for the 2040 plan, and it's being promoted quite a lot of different Facebook pages and websites. I've come across quite a few people saying there's no point in filling that in because no one in the council will listen to it, and nothing will ever come of any opinions you have. What would you say to that as someone who's working? Right,
well, I'd like to reassure them that they will read, you know, they will listen to it. I don't think you can have that attitude. I think we need to, you know, and the more people do it, the more we're going to get the views of the residents. And I think they need, to be fair, I think the council officers team are trying to make sure that they get a wide range of opinions. So they're going to do outreach work in schools, I think, and community centres and stuff like that. So they really want to try and get not just the sort of usual suspects, you know. So yeah, I'd encourage anyone to make sure they get their views down there.
Right.
And then, you know, it's our job as councillors to scrutinise and make sure, you know, make sure we get all the data back and that it is being used and listened to.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mel,
Yeah.
and for all your work. Thank you.
That's okay. It's great.